How's it going, everyone? I'm fixing to do my warm-ups before I show you guys in depth my setup for squats. So yeah, basically I just foam roll each of my legs, my hamstrings. I always make sure I put my weight on each of the legs, all of my weight on one of the legs at a time. So yeah, I do that on both legs, make sure all of my hamstrings and glutes are nice and opened up and everything. And I just feel like this has helped me a lot. I used to be really nervous, coming into the gym, not really knowing what I was doing, and I never really stretched even beforehand too, but I can't even stress enough how important it is to warm up and stretch properly before you work out and after you work out as well. So my biggest thing I want to say for those who are just starting out at the gym is do not feel intimidated by other people in the gym that seem to know what they're doing. Chances are they would be more than happy to help you and be nice to you. Not everyone looks or is as mean as they might look in the gym. I know for me, when girls come up to me, it's very one of those things where I get really excited. And just don't be intimidated if you're new to the gym. Go in there with confidence, have faith in yourself, really believe in yourself, and do not give up on your goals is my biggest thing. Right here I'm using a soft ball to really loosen up my hamstrings, calves, and glutes just that much more. It's really important that you're loose, like I said, especially for squats. That way you can have the best form possible. So yeah, I just really get in there with my hamstrings and my glutes, and it kind of hurts a little bit, but at the same time it feels really good afterwards. So that is the biggest thing with me. Another thing is I really feel like in order to have a successful workout, you really have to envision your goals beforehand. If you just go in there without a plan or without knowing exactly what it is that you want your body to look like, that's just going to set you up for failure. I think it's really important that you know exactly why you're there, and that you have a purpose to be there, and that you go in there with determination and truly give it your all, and envision those goals throughout the whole entire workout. Envision them daily. And I know something that helps me is I like to pretend that girls that I look up to are surrounding me in the gym, pushing me, motivating me. That's something that helps me, so you guys can try that as well. And then I go into some light stretching right here, and I just do super light stretching beforehand and save my deep stretching for afterwards. I feel like I look like a little long-legged alien right here, but whatever. I have long legs freakishly, so they take up my whole body. But yeah, stretching's super important, just making sure your hips are super open. I feel like I've been able to perform my squats a lot better stretching beforehand. Really deep stretch. Another thing is I want all of you guys to feel confident about yourselves no matter what your circumstances are. You cannot go into any fitness journey or life journey, whatever you are wanting to do, not loving yourself. Oh my gosh, those little baby weights. Not loving yourself throughout each step of the way. And for me, it was really difficult at first because, I was not confident at all. I had zero self-esteem. And, I don't know, I just had to, look at myself in the mirror and convince myself, just by telling myself that I was beautiful, that I was smart, that I could do this. And so do not go into the gym or go anywhere not feeling confident. You deserve to feel confident. You deserve to feel beautiful. And yeah, we should all feel beautiful. Women and men, everybody. So this is a pigeon movement is what they call it, I believe. And this is my favorite stretch by far. One, because it's easy for me to sit in it without dying. But you could also lift up your back leg if you really want a deep stretch in your quads and your hips. But my quads are never really that tight. It's always my hamstrings and glutes. And then a little froggy action, looking like a creature again. And more stretching. And that's pretty much it for my warm-ups. Stretching wise, I do warm up a little more in the squat rack. And you'll see that right now. So yeah, here I just swing my legs back and forth, front and back and side by side, around 2 sets of 10 per each movement, swinging if you want to call it. And this just also helps open up everything and makes me feel a lot more warm, if you want to call it. My hair looks absolutely filthy, but it's probably because I haven't washed it in 2 days. No shame. Yeah, so this just helps me a lot. Another thing that does help me is I've noticed that wearing a long sleeve when I squat is helping me lift even heavier for some reason. I don't know if it's psychological or just because the bar has like a better, I don't know, but that's one thing you guys could try, is squatting with long sleeves. It's helped me a lot recently. More jumping action. This just helps also open up everything, makes me that much more warm. And I feel like this also helps my knees too, because sometimes my knees are super cold. Get it, girl, get it, girl. And then on my last few reps of these, or my last rep I should say, I really squeeze right there. I don't know, psychological. And just mind to muscle connection. I always touch my glutes, touch my legs, try and emphasize that mind to muscle connection. Alright, so here I'm doing a warm-up set, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys step by step how I squat right here. So the biggest thing we're gonna start with is gripping your feet into the ground, and you'll see right now. So you always want to make sure your feet are super like dug into the ground, almost curling your toes. You want to make sure your glutes are super tight, and that you breathe into your stomach. And once you breathe into your stomach, you want to push all of that air into your diaphragm, and make sure your abs are super tight, your glutes are super tight, everything is really tight. And then I start to go under the bar right here, and I place my hands evenly, and then I grip the bar as hard as I possibly can and pull it into me. Make sure my lats are super flexed, everything is so tight, my core is so tight, glutes tight. Then I go under the bar, and after I go under the bar, I move my thumbs from underneath the bar to over the bar, and that's how I grip it while I actually squat. And so I make sure I'm even on each side, and then I repeat the whole process of making sure my toes are in the ground, glutes are super tight. I breathe again and make sure everything is like really tight, your back is straight, and then I lift up. And then again, I repeat the whole process of making sure my toes are on the ground, squeezing everything until like it has to hurt, like squeeze everything. And then with this, it is a fast movement, so you don't want to go slow like this. No, it's a fast movement, it's a power movement, it's a powerlifting movement. When you get to the top, you want to really focus on that squeeze. No matter how ugly it looks, ladies, you really have to squeeze at the top. And then each set I breathe and again, and push all that air into my diaphragm, and constantly just keeping everything super tight. Yeah. And then I re-rack. So that's pretty much it for my squat movements. The biggest thing is you really want to focus on keeping your chest and your back straight and not curving your butt at the bottom. Another thing is you want to push. Once you start going down, it has to be where your hips and your knees go back at the same time. It can't be where you're just breaking the knees first or breaking the hips first. And make sure your butt's not winking at the bottom. You want to keep your back as straight as possible. So that's the biggest thing for my squats. I never realized how hard it was to talk while you're squatting. I ended up having to use commentary because the background noise was just horrible. There was people playing basketball and I could not even hear myself. So that's my squat ritual, if you want to call it. And I've had to work on my form a lot recently, and I feel like I finally have, a groove of being comfortable while I squat. And I'm starting to go a lot heavier. And speaking of going heavier, I do want to just let you guys know that 9 times out of 10, you don't really even know how strong you are, especially when you're first starting. So it's okay to push yourself to go heavier. I know for a while it was really hard for me and I didn't want to, and immediately, or I didn't even think I could, and immediately when I just decided to push myself, I really surprised myself. I did not know I could ever be pushing 225 pounds on squats one day, and although I haven't done that in a while, I am wanting to get back up to there, and my long-term goal is to eventually squat 400 pounds by the time I'm 28. And it sounds crazy to most, but I guarantee you, with my mindset, I could do it. And I guarantee you all that you can all probably lift a lot heavier than you think that you can. So a lot of it is mental. So here you'll see my form a little more. Just focusing on that squeeze at the top is really, really important as well. And resetting each time. So don't be afraid to go in the gym and try something new or lift heavier. Obviously you don't want to injure yourself. Make sure you have someone with you. But it's very exciting when you discover your strength. Doing some hip thrusts here. The mat's probably going to be hitting me in the face because I do not know how to fold a stupid mat. So that's pretty much it for this commentary. The rest of this video is going to consist of a little shoe shopping adventure, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and let me know what you guys think and any questions that you also might have even more. Oh, the struggle was real after those. The pretty sky. So bumpy. Hello, pretty people. I am currently on my way to the mall to get myself some new shoes that I think I deserve. I've been procrastinating on getting new shoes for a while now, but I really want squat shoes and I really want like red ones, but I can't find them anywhere. So we're gonna go to Finish Line and see what we can find. So while I'm at it, I figured I should answer some questions, or at least one. I recently just got this question on YouTube, and then I've also gotten it from a few girls about my hair. Asking me if I wear hair extensions and like what I do to take care of my hair and everything like that. So no, I do not wear hair extensions. I never have. I didn't used to have long hair, but I decided to let it grow, and the main thing is I don't wash it every single day. I usually wash it every other day, and then on the days that I don't wash it, I smother it with a dry shampoo. It's called Not Your Mother's, and you can get it at a drugstore or wherever, and I like it a lot. But yeah, other than that, and the main thing is I don't straighten it with a straightener. I just blow dry it straight and brush it, and that's pretty much it. I trim it every 6 weeks, and then I use the shampoo and conditioner from L'Oreal called Extreme Damage Repair, and I feel like, I smother the ends of my hair in conditioner, so I feel like it just helps as much as it can. But yeah, I just try to maintain healthy long hair and trim it, every so often, every 6 weeks or so. But that's pretty much it on my hair. Another thing I've been getting asked too is like my makeup, what I use. I use all drugstore everything. I'm not really picky about makeup, but I use a Physicians Formula BB cream and their powder, their translucent like powder. And I've been using it since I was like 13 years old, so it's definitely cheap and easy. Yeah, I will let y'all know what kind of shoes I get, and stay tuned for that. Look at that.
That's a good one.
So I ended up going with some more Nike free runs 5.0 or whatever, and I got like a fiery orangish red. These are just gonna be for upper body. I'm gonna invest in like actual squat shoes because I feel like wearing my Nikes too much, like they wear down way too fast, and I cannot wear them every day. So those are gonna be for upper body, and then I'm gonna invest in some actual squat shoes, but I have to get them online because I don't sell them anywhere because we live in San Antonio. And yeah, so I like the color a lot. I feel like they'll go good with everything. I like bright colors, and I'm really happy with my purchase today. Finally found some new shoes, and I'm really starving, and I hope we go eat.